Herman Bang was a Danish author, one of the men of the modern breakthrough. Biography. Bang was born in Asebol, on the small Danish island of Els, the son of a South Jutlandic vicar. His family history was marked by insanity and disease. His paternal grandfather at times functioned as a father figure and impressed his grandson with stories of their alleged family ties to the historical Hvide clan. When he was 20, he published 2 volumes of critical essays on the realistic movement. In 1880 he published his novel Harblås Slagter, which aroused immediate attention. The main character was a young man who had a relationship with an older woman. The book was considered obscene at the time and was banned. After some time spent in travel and a successful lecture tour of Norway and Sweden, he settled in Copenhagen and produced a series of novels and collections of short stories which placed him in the front rank of Scandinavian novelists. Among his more famous stories are Phaedra and Pine. The latter won for its author the friendship of Henrik Ibsen and the enthusiastic admiration of Jonas Sly. Among his other works are Det Hvide Hus, Excentriska Novella, Stilla Existenser, Liv og Død, England Michael, a volume of poems, and recollections. Tr. Bang was homosexual, a fact which contributed to his isolation in the cultural life of Denmark and made him the victim of smear campaigns. He lived most of his life with his sister but found happiness for a few years with the German actor Max Eisfeld, with whom he lived in Prague in 1885–86. Uninterested in politics, he was distant from most of his colleagues in the naturalist movement. Failed as an actor, Bang earned fame as a theatre producer in Paris and in Copenhagen. He was a very productive journalist, writing for Danish, Nordic and German newspapers, developing modern reporting. His article on the fire at Christiansborg Palace is a landmark in Danish journalism. Bang is primarily concerned with the quiet existences, the disregarded and ignored people living boring and apparently unimportant lives. He is especially interested in describing lonely or isolated women. Vegen describes the secret and never-fulfilled passion of a young wife of a station master, living in a barren marriage. Tine, which has the war with Prussia in 1864 as background, tells the tragic love story of a young girl on the island of Els. Stuck tells the story of a young man's love affair that is fading away without any real explanation. Against the background of the Grundmuseet of Copenhagen and its superficial modernization and economic speculation, in Ludwigsbacher a young nurse squanders her love on a spineless childhood friend, who eventually deserts her in order to save his estate by marrying a rich heiress. Some of his books, including Tina and Katinka, have been translated into many languages and filmed. Bang's 1902 novel Michael, based on the life of Auguste Rodin, proved especially popular for adaptations in the silent era, having been made into 2 films, 1916's The Wings, directed by Moritz Stiller, and 1924's Michael, directed by Carl Theodor Dreyer. Bang's works earned him renown as a leading European Impressionist writer. Bang's last years were embittered by persecutions and declining health. He traveled widely in Europe, and during a lecture tour of the United States he was taken ill on the train and died in Ogden, Utah.